missed the entry that I wanted, but it's all good. I want my stop loss above consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. I want to see majority of that stay open. I wanted my entry inside of this one here. Using reduced risk, 5 contracts instead of 10, because I'm trading away from the midnight open. So I'm getting midpoint of this fair value gap. Consequent encroachment is here. My stop loss is just above it. Aiming for $1,000 if I can get it. Risk comes off if we accelerate underneath this low right here. And we do have, I just slapped on an old new week opening gap. I'll take a small partial there, perhaps like 2 micros. I don't really care about the 4-hour fair value gap. We're bearish on the daily chart. It holds more weight, in my opinion. I'm looking at this order block, 2 consecutive up close candles. I'm looking at the opening price, see if that could take us lower. Right there. I would move my stop loss to break even at this point if I would have had the entry at the high of this fair value gap, but it did a quick stab, and I just opted for a close proximity entry, getting short. But my entry is a little bit beneath that, so moving my stop loss to break even would be a little premature. So I'm not worried about trailing my stop just yet. I like where the candles close at the opening price there. We have 200 people watching, and only about 70 y'all were able to watch the new intro. I actually haven't been asleep. I was editing the second half of that intro because it wasn't finished. I was up pretty much till 5 in the morning. Well worth it though, for sure. See you, Hunter. Have a good one. Made back your losses. That's what's up. Good stuff. Yeah, you gotta watch it for sure. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. If NASDAQ takes out this low, then I'll move my stop to break even. There we go. I like that. $30 for commissions and all that locked in. And my first partial comes in at a nice 60 handles or so. Very nice. There we go. That's how you start the new year right there. Let's go ahead and edit this. And edit this. I'm watching this up close candle as a propulsion block. We have an order block inside of an order block. I want to see this send us lower. We just traded into its opening price. But that new week opening gap is a very sensitive reaction point, but I want to see if we can get more speed beneath that. Nice 70 handles to start the week. That's what I'm talking about. If NASDAQ continues lower, I'm going to scale out, take more partials. This is my best case scenario target. Or maybe I just let it run completely. Because I'm looking at the I'm looking at our hourly chart and our 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart. Everything's looking pretty heavy. So I may just aim for 1,000 with my 3 contracts and then trail my stop down above the up close candles. The AI voice. Okay, listen. The Kobe, look, I was trying to find the most like realistic voice. I'm not good with the AI chat GPT thing. I was like, I hope they don't notice. Obviously everybody's gonna know it's AI because nobody's asking Kobe a question about day trading. But it does sound kind of robotic. That's the only thing that irks me. But you saw what I was trying to do with the intro. The people, when I post this on YouTube, the people are going to be so confused. They're not going to know what I'm talking about. They're not going to see the intro till next Monday. But it does sound robotic. But I was like, whatever. I probably could have found something else. But it's all good. Let's see. A lot of people were talking about that 4-hour fair value gap. Take a look again at the weekly forecast. Again, I was looking for lower prices on the daily chart. Bearish order flow on the daily chart outweighs a fair value gap on the 4-hour. So I'm not expecting that to send us higher. I'm not really expecting a reaction from there. I'm expecting just simply lower prices. So let me see. I took 2 micros off at 60 handles. That's 4 times 60. 4 times 60, what is that? $240. $240, not bad. Obviously, I want more than that. Appreciate it, Hunter. That thing like a short movie. I wanted it to be longer, actually. Pause. But like I was tired of downloading all the clips and then inserting them, so I was like, this would do. What made you confident to short, to enter where you did? Treating this fair value gap as a breakaway gap. Energetic. Don't want to see that traded to the fair value gap just beneath the breakaway gap. That should be the one to take us lower if we're in a sell program. It spiked up in there real quick. I wasn't really locked in. I wanted the entry at the low, but it traded down just to make sure I'm a part of the move. I just went ahead and sold it. Stop loss above constant encroachment. Okay, the whole logic, the whole reasoning why I took the short is I'm expecting this fair value gap to stay open, which is why my stop loss was above the upper half. Okay, I'm allowing price to stab up into this fair value gap. That's fine, but it needs to stay in the lower half. NASDAQ didn't show any interest in wanting to trade to it all, which is even better. And then a quick little 60-point scalp to an old new week opening gap, which we're expecting right now. And my stop loss is currently sitting above this up close candle. But again, that new week opening gap is a really sensitive price point, which is why I took a partial. Again, I'm watching that up close candle. Zoom in. This is your propulsion block. It should act as an accelerator if we're still bearish. Propulsion block. We have a nice, yeah, I'll pay myself some more if I can get it. I made 240, assuming I don't get stopped at break even. I said I was aiming for $1,000 today. I've banked around 240, so I'm just gonna aim for a little over 800, and that'll make my $1,000 daily goal. I don't look at like institutional levels and all that often, but that 21,500, that's a really nice, attractive round number. Something I'm keeping an eye on. What about a repricing to the 5-minute fair value gap? 5-minute fair value gap. I prefer not to see that, if I'm being honest. That's a real fast, quick imbalance on the 5-minute chart. In my opinion, there's no need to go up there. If we do trade to that 5-minute fair value gap, I'd rather see like an institutional order flow entry drill, like a small little wick, and then we stay heavy. But I'd rather not see us trade to it at all, if I'm being honest. The propulsion block is just an order block inside of an order block. So we talked about these two consecutive up-close candles and that opening price. Look where the body's closed and open, right at the open. And then you have this up-close candle, which is a bearish order block, but it's trading inside this order block, making this propulsion. So propulsion block is an order block. It's just an order block that trades inside of an order block. That's all it is. It's just fancy talk, but it's nothing crazy. Let me see, 240. $248. I need 750 to make 1,000. We'll aim for 760 just to make sure I cover commissions and all that funny business. I didn't ask. I'm surprised nobody said anything about my chart colors, but are y'all like not rocking with the chart colors or what? I thought people were gonna like be surprised, or I didn't get any questions of people asking what are the colors. Like I just changed my chart colors and nobody said anything. Not that I'm like expecting a reaction. Well, I kind of was, but I get questions daily. What are your chart colors? What are your chart colors? Can you tell me the color code of your charts? And that was interesting. Are y'all rocking with it or not? You're not feeling it? I was getting tired of the green and black. Like I needed something different. I changed my hair and you didn't. I cut half an inch off my hair and you didn't say nothing. Charlie, my stop above this up close candle. This high comes in at 610.25. 610.25. So locking in another 100. So I have about 350 bucks locked in. I like that. It's not bad for the first trading day of the year. 1,000 would be even better if I can get it, admittedly. Yeah, it's real elegant. I don't know, the black and gray is just classy looking. It's real elegant. I just like it. It's a little different too. Like the drawings, the red and blue drawings and all that, it stands out more with the black and gray background. So things I'm looking at right now, we have these two up close candles, bearish order block, coupled with an old new week opening gap. I want to see us work lower from here. That's two premium arrays. And then again, I like the, oh, you can't see it, but the 21,500 big figure, nice round number. That's attractive to me. Trading to the order block right now. I'm really looking at this last beefiest up close candle here. I'm looking at mean threshold. So now we're digging into this up close candle. I'm taking the entire range from this low all the way to this high. Mean threshold is here. We opened, traded up, tapped it. I don't want to see anything above that, okay? If we're in a sell program, I don't want to see us trade in the upper half of order blocks. I don't want to see us trade in the upper half of fair value gaps. I don't want to see us trade in the upper half of bearish breakers. Okay, so this is your bearish order block. We traded up to midpoint. We need to work lower from here because anything above that is not ideal for lower prices. So the next few candles I'm watching to see if we can get speed to the downside now that we've reached mean threshold of the order block. If we just continue to press into it, then it's fine. I have $100 locked in profit. The new week opening gap, just rewind the live stream a little bit, or if I get stopped at break even, I'll show you how I got the new week opening gap. And make sure, remember, I'm on the micro contract and I'm looking at futures. So if you're looking at like NAS 100, or if you're looking at the continuous contract, or if you're on the wrong contract month, your new week opening gap may be different. That's why. But I'll wait for this trade to finish and then we'll go over all that. Let's look at a 2-minute chart, 3-minute chart, 4-minute chart. There's no inefficiencies other than this wick on the 5-minute chart. Okay, wicks are gaps, so I'm watching that. No problem, Tim. I got you. All right, and there we go. There is the remaining, what was it, 2 contracts stopped in profit. Not a bad day. I'm going to call it a day there, but we'll still tape read. It's still early in the morning. All right, so there's your 21,500 level. That's what I was aiming for initially. Would have loved to taken a partial here at the new day opening gap, but again, I didn't see that at the moment. That's just a mental error on my part. That would have been a great partial. Retracement, that 5-minute institutional order flow entry drill, we talked about that. We only want to see a wick inside that 5-minute inefficiency, a small little wick, and then a rotation lower. That's textbook. That's exactly what we described, exactly what we want to see. No FOMO. I'm not hurting over this. I'm not beating myself up. Oh, I could have made, I should have, could have, would have. I'm not mad at the market because it ran my stop above this high and then went lower. It's no big deal. Partials pay. Risk was managed, kept at bay. Emotions under control. There's always another trading day. I'm not feeling salty. I'm not feeling any type of way. It's no big deal. Okay, this was a good trading day. It's my first trade of 2025. There's going to be plenty of more opportunities throughout the year. Okay, and I'm excited for it. It was a good day.